Now, it's very unfortunate, and I do hope the best for those people that did lose their jobs, but they will, for the shareholder stake, fire people and let people go. Hey guys, hopefully everybody's doing well. I am in Richland, Washington State right now. I just came from Seattle yesterday. Drove a little bit and then stopped at a Love's. Wanted to get out of Seattle because of the rain. It was going to rain today, which the weather's not that great right now over here. But it would have been worse over there, for sure. So yeah, I haven't really made much videos because I've just been busy trying to work, save money, trying to apply to college. I'm gonna work on trying to get my master's in accounting. I have my bachelor's from the University of Florida in business, like marketing. So I'm gonna try to at least get my master's, and maybe if I could do it, pursue to get my CPA license. Not gonna leave trucking anytime soon. I'd love to get my own truck, but right now the market's just so bad. We're like in a major freight recession. It just keeps getting worse every single day. I was thinking about getting a truck in October, but I'm like, the way things are going, a lot of these companies are coming out with their earnings. I do follow the stock market a lot, and I love putting money in the stock market. Right now, I have more cash sitting on the sidelines than in stocks at the moment because there's just so much uncertainty on what's going on out there. But yeah, so that's pretty much what I've been up to. Just been hustling with this company. Want to make sure that I make my loads on time, don't complain very much, and just keep myself under the radar because a lot of trucking companies are going bankrupt. Yeah, I just don't want to. I want to be the person that's kind of dug down, be the last person they think about laying off. I don't think Creed would do that. I kind of did some good research behind them and see if I could look through their finances. They are a private company, so it's kind of hard, but you can kind of get some details online and stuff about them. So I'm not too worried if we do end up in like a economic recession in the country. So I think they'll be all right. But right now I'm not. I do want to get a truck for sure. I'm thinking about next year around January or February. I might get my own truck, put a big down payment so my truck payment's really low. The reason why I want to do it though is because we're not in the best situation economically, and especially in the freight market. I probably could get myself a lower price truck with low miles, and with more money I put down, then my payment's going to be much more. Of course, I'm going to have to pay for the high premium for insurance, but I'm just going to get a tractor. And the good thing about Creed is that they have a owner-op program you can come into, and you get in there and you can leave anytime. There's no commitment. I did get how much they pay and how they scale it all. I did call them, so I'm probably going to go that route so that I can work with them. I'll have consistent loads with them on the reefer side, and I'll have like a newer truck. And the biggest thing though is the flexibility in my time. I want to only stay out for 2 weeks. I don't want to do the 3 weeks because 3 weeks out on the road can be pretty tough. 2 weeks, I'm gonna do 2 weeks. 2 weeks not so bad. That's just the industry right there. It's just the way it is. But 3 weeks. But if I had my own truck, work for Creed for a while and see how the economy goes, how everything is next year in the middle, then I could decide if I'm going to stay or go and get set. And the good thing is, if I work for them, I could pay the truck off and save up for a trailer as well. I'd like to get a reefer, but reefers are expensive. Like a good reefer. I ain't gonna get no $30,000 piece of junk reefer that's gonna shut off on me with $100,000 or plus $1,000 of product in that trailer. That would not be good. So I definitely want to get a reefer that doesn't have too many hours on it for sure. But yeah, so that's pretty much my plan. But I'm gonna start making more consistent videos now as we go, because why not? Might as well. Keeps me busy. I'll probably sign up for a class, but like I said, I'm trying to get all my transcripts. Gotta figure out how to get my high school transcript and send it to the college. But we'll see. But yeah, so that's pretty much it right now. And in October, I'm going to Europe. I'm excited about that trip. Gonna be out there for 15 days. So I'm gonna be out a lot, trying to stack up I can do like, stay out for 5 weeks on the road and then get 2 days off and then stack up those three days of off time, so I can stack them up every month until I get to October. I kind of talked to my asset manager about it, but yeah, so we can stack up days off, which is nice for sure. But right now I'm just heading to the shipper to pick up this load. It is going to Bufflingham, Pennsylvania, so it's gonna be a long trip. Good thing is I'm gonna be on I-90. I've never driven on I-90 through the upper parts of Idaho, and I've been to Montana, but not on I-90. And then also probably going through South Dakota, which I've never been to South Dakota. So that'll be cutting one of my states that I've never been through, and after that I've been to like 47 states, which is crazy. Obviously I will probably never see North Dakota. Maybe I will one day, you never know. But man, I've been through every practically state in the United States, which I would never have thought in my life that I would ever done that, but I have. And my next step is to get my own truck, and I could stop at places and visit places that I felt interested driving through. But yeah, that's pretty much another reason why I want my own truck. But yeah, the economy is just bad. It's just trucking companies are going bankrupt, and the economy is just not so great right now, as you will see. Now, folks, when I say it's not that great out there, it is not great out there in the transportation industry at the moment. Many companies came out with their first quarter earnings, and it was definitely very rough. Look at Universal Logistics. Their revenues were down 12%, which is a large number. Then you have Forward Air, the same thing. So as you can see, it's not that great at all. It's very bad. With that, there's companies out there that are not surviving. Sadly, rates at the moment, I did read an article that we are in 2018 level freight rates at the moment, which is crazy. And that's not including inflation with maintenance on these trucks, hiring mechanics and parts, as well as paying an insurance, which are all very high at the moment. And with rates down, you can make money, but you're probably breaking even, if that. So you're probably, if you're owner operator, you're probably better off not moving that truck if you can't find any good loads to take on the load board. But yeah, it is definitely pretty bad out there. With that, you got Heartland, which they are practically in negatives with operating their company at the moment. Operating ratio is at 105%, meaning that they are losing money just for hiring the truck driver and maintaining their trucks. Their expenses are more than what they are bringing in, which is very insane. it's just not the small and medium fleets that are struggling. We got the mega companies that are struggling as well, which is a big indicator that things aren't that great out there. But yeah, as you can see, we got the large mega cap companies like Knight Swift, JB Hunt, Warner Enterprises, Schneider, Landstar, and as you could tell, their revenue growth year after year, it definitely had a big decline since 2021 into now to 2024. I did say that rates are around 2018 now, and you can kind of see that in the graph. Back then it's kind of flattened to where it was back in 2018 to 2019. Sadly, a lot of these big companies did collect some debt. I know that Swift bought Knight, or Knight bought Swift, and then Knight Swift bought, what was it? I think it was US Express. And with that, they definitely do have a lot of debt in hand. If I could find where that is. And long-term debt, as you can see, Knight has about $1.8 billion, which that's a lot of money. And I don't know what their thought is, because I know they just bought US Express like last year. I know the company was struggling. That's why they bought them out. Probably got a good, decent deal, but that's still a lot of debt that they have on them. With the revenues going down, not the best. And then we look at the net income, and as you can see, that is definitely going down. That's pretty much expenses all paid for, and taxes and all that stuff. That's pretty much what they're left over with. And you got JB Hunt still pretty much up there, but they're pretty much all in a decline all the way back to 2019. Now, I'm very interested if they're going to keep on going down. And if they keep on going down, that's not going to be so great. One thing about these publicly owned companies, they are brutal. And if their net revenue keeps going down, their largest expense is labor. And they will, for the shareholder stake, fire people and let people go. I did hear rumors that JB Hunt did fire some people, but I am not 100% sure, so leave a comment if you know anything about that. But that's just rumors I saw. I didn't see anything online about it. But yeah, it's just an overview on what's really going on out there, especially with these large companies. Like I said, it's a very good indicator on where things are going, and it ain't too hot out there right now. You look at how much cash they have, they're in the millions. Like I said, they definitely, all those companies do have a lot of debt, so that's another thing that's a little bit can get a little worried about, because yeah, like I said, if revenues keep going down, net income keeps going on down, they don't have too much cash on hand to pay for any losses, to be honest with you. They just have a couple $1 million, and these companies are worth billions, have revenues in the billions of dollars. But yeah, it's going to be very interesting on what's going to be happening in a couple of quarters, and I'll keep an eye on it. But it is what it is. I don't know. I don't know really what direction we're heading in this economy at the moment, but I don't think we're heading the right direction. And I don't want to get too political, but I do not feel like the president is making us feel very confident on where we're heading. That's for sure. Which are leading into job losses now, like this one with 57 drivers getting laid off in Florida because they're reducing their fleet size. Now, it's very unfortunate, and I do hope the best for those people that did lose their jobs, but it's definitely not getting any better out there, and the economy's not getting any better. Consumers just don't have the money like they did to spend like 2 years ago after the pandemic. So yeah, well, only time will tell, see where things are heading, but right now it ain't too good. Well guys, I am going to end the video here. I would love to hear from your guys' perspective on how things are going out there on your end, working for these carriers. medium to large. It would be great feedback in my comments and just give me an idea how things are going out there. But other than that, hopefully you guys have a good rest of your day and be safe out there on the road, guys. I'm gonna go get this trailer washed out and go to hit my next load.